We welcome you to Falcon Field here in Meriden, Connecticut for an outstanding high school football matchup on this Saturday night here on PlayOnSports.com. It's the Tomahawks of Glastonbury against the Blue Knights of Southington. A tremendous matchup with both teams at 5-0. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Paul Krolowitz, my name is John Verstegen. Paul, you take a look at this Glastonbury High offense, certainly prolific, 197-55, outscoring opponents through the first 5 weeks of the season.
Yeah, John, this Glastonbury offense, they run out of a spread formation using two quarterbacks, Ben Berry, who will be starting tonight, and Jalen Ollie. On top of that, they have many offensive weapons. Just last week alone, 7 different offensive starters scored touchdowns.
And, you know, you take a look at this Southington team, not too shabby on their side of things for offense, but they're really known more for their defense. They forced a lot of turnovers, but they're going to have their hands full tonight.
Oh, they will, but their defensive motto, relentless, physical, mean, nasty. And I'll tell you what, they got 3 linebackers that are going to make it difficult for Glastonbury.
It's Southington and Glastonbury. The opening kickoff comes your way next, but first, this time out on PlayOnSports.com. And we are back here at Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut, a neutral site, but a Southington home game as it's Glastonbury and Southington here on this Saturday night. John Verstegen, Paul Krolowitz with you. And for the Blue Knights of Southington, adorned in blue at midfield, the Whites of Glastonbury, the Tomahawks and the Blue Knights. And this has really become one of the more hotly anticipated matchups of Week 6 with these two undefeated teams.
Yes, it has. The crowd is pretty fired up. If we just look back to last year's battle between these two, Glastonbury came out on top in a hard-fought battle, 19-16. Worked out very well. Both have been looking forward to this. Ended up on this neutral site because Southington's home field is still under construction, soon to be ready. Hopefully for next week's game for them. So Meriden offered up this nice field, and nice it is.
Yeah, certainly very well maintained, not too far away from both schools. Well represented, the two schools, as the officials going through the coin toss at midfield will be able to tell you direction as far as who's going to start off with the ball momentarily. But, you know, you go back to the offense, and for Glastonbury, the quarterbacks, Jalen Ollie and Ben Berry, two very different quarterbacks. Talking with their head coach for Glastonbury, Scott Daniels, before the game, he said, hey, Jalen Ollie can throw the ball a mile, but Ben Berry makes plays with his legs when things break down.
Yes, exactly. And Scott also mentioned that he'll let the game itself dictate which player gets more snaps. He's not going to force it by pre-planning it. You know, he'll start Berry tonight, but if things don't go their way early and it looks like the pass is opening up, we'll see a lot of Jalen Ollie.
So Glastonbury will get the ball first. To start off, we'll go through the officials here in tonight's game. Bob Heimgartner is the referee. Luke Collins, the umpire. Bruno DeNovalis, the linesman. Bob Lemansky is the line judge. Andy Sanzaro, the back judge. Joe Gilberto is the field judge. And Bob McGrath is up here in the booth running the clock. So Southington and Glastonbury. A busy day for Southington. They had the athletic golf tournament this morning over at Hawks Landing, the country club, with the proceeds benefiting the athletic department, and put on the blue to come here and play a Saturday night football game. So Glastonbury already out on the field. And it looks like Ben Berry is back deep to receive, along with Alex Granchip. And set to kick it off for Southington. It is Kyle Smick. So Smick set to put the right foot into it. We had a chance to watch him earlier in practice. He's had some distance on that leg.
Yes, he does. Quite a leg on him.
So
there it is.
It's a line drive kick, and it's underway, and Barry lets it roll out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and the flag flies.
Didn't look like Barry wanted to handle that squibber. It was spiraling sideways.
So backed up deep in its own territory is Glastonbury. And a first down offense.
Glastonbury will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
On the 35-yard line.
John, we're going to get to see these linebackers from Southington right off the bat here. This is led by 27, Nick Spitz. Number 34, Justin Rose. And number 29, Zach Gemelli.
Should be interesting to see how they deal with the quarterback, Ben Berry, who's under center, a power formation, the penalty putting him out to the 35-yard line. Out of the eye, calling signals on first down, the handoff, and the fake of the handoff, rolling right, throwing on the run, pass caught, and driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Well,
Nick Karp on the reception.
That's a nice start right off the bat. They roll out and get 10 yards and a first down. That gets all the butterflies out in a hurry.
And not a bad catch for Nick Karp, Paul. He had 5 catches for 51 yards in total coming into this game. First catch for 10 yards moves the chains for the Tomahawks. Again, 1st and 10 out of the right hash. So on the handoff, goes straight ahead up to the line of scrimmage in a swarm around the ball carrier. Tyler Jansen, the running back, got the call, tried to bounce off tackle, got no gain.
Well, that's the kind of run defense we're going to see out of Southington. It's going to be a yardage up the middle is going to be tough. They have a big defensive line leading ahead of those linebackers.
2nd and 10 from the 45-yard line. Scoreless just underway. Glastonbury and Southington. Trips to the bottom of your screen. And a high snap, bobbled, picked up. And on the run is Barry, and he barrels ahead up towards midfield, forced out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Nice job to at least get some positive yardage off of nothing.
It looked like Tyler Hyde was over there to help force him out of bounds, but yeah, you're right about that. That snap got to him before I think he was expecting it. He had to do an unplanned bootleg.
Tony Anisimov was the motion man, and it was a high snap, so you'd have to think that the man in motion across the line was going to be involved in the play, but Barry had to do what he could to get some positive yardage there. So 3rd and 6 from the 49-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Man in motion is Karp. He's offset now to the right, direct snap, straight ahead, bouncing off tackle, no gain, one at most, up to the 50-yard line, and fourth down now for Glastonbury.
Well, that was Nick Spitz getting in there. Nick is leading Southington with tackles this year, and he just added another one on that play, stuffing out and forcing a punt. Good defensive stand, John, for Southington right off the bat when it looked like Glastonbury had something going. Now they got him in pump formation.
And Barry is set to punt it. Corbin Gary is deep to receive. A wobbly punt, not a lot of distance. And it falls out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So again, no touch of the football for the returner on the first play. And the first look tonight at the Southington offense. And a scoreless ball game, 10-14 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, this defense for Glastonbury is pretty formidable itself. Keep your eye on number 3, Kyron McKinn-Crudden. He's got quite a few solo tackles this year.
Spread formation on first down. Barmore, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, takes it himself across the 30, up to the 32-yard line, and they spread it out, and the motion opened up the holes for the 7-yard gain.
Yeah, and that was Kyron McKinn-Crudden on the tackle, so didn't take long to test him out.
Under 10 minutes to go. Shotgun on second down. Barmore, the give to the running back, barrels ahead, straight up the middle, up to the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Jared Grimmett gets the call, and that picks up the first down on the 4-yard gain.
Good run in that time. Yep, nice to get a first down right off the bat. That always helps the confidence.
Again, 2 receivers to either side. Shotgun set for Barmore. He looks left, lobs it left, and he's got a man all up the catch made to the 20, and inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Corbin Gary makes the catch, and he's one of their deep threats, Paul.
Wow, is he a deep threat. Boy, he ran under that ball. That ball was lofted beautifully down the numbers, and Corbin just came right in there and snared it out of the air. If it wasn't for a good tackle, he would have been all the way.
50 yards on the pickup. And to hurry up offense here, Barmore out of the shotgun. And the give to Grimmett, barrels off left tackle up to about the 10-yard line. Does indeed pick up the couple of yards from the 13 to the 10. And now second down, about 7 to go.
Well, that was an exciting pass play, a 50-yard pass play. Corbin Gary made a beautiful catch.
So second and 7 from the 10. Gary, 15 catches, 162 yards coming into this game. Again, out of the gun, pocket collapsing, Barmore on the run, all alone, into the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. He saw daylight into the right corner and then jumped into and across the pylon for the 10-yard score. 6-0 in favor of Southington.
Barmore, good speed by Barmore. He can throw the ball, and he's just showing us he can run the ball, too. The defense looked like they were playing man coverage out there, and they didn't really see Barmore take off until it was too late, and into the corner he went.
Extra point for Kyle Smick. The holder is Tyler Hyde. The snap and the kick, and it is good. So this Glastonbury offense got so much praise, and rightfully so, with the blitzkrieg of an offense that they could put on their opponents. But what does Southington do? They strike first here in the early going.
Yeah, they caught Glastonbury a little bit flat-footed very early in their series, and Corbin Gary just blazed down the sideline with a beautiful pass. And, yeah, kind of turned the tables on Glastonbury. Glastonbury knows they're in for a fight now. If they didn't know coming in, they know now.
And what do we talk about with Glastonbury head coach Scott Daniels? I said, you okay if this becomes a defense optional game? He goes, my coordinator may not, my defensive coordinator.
Right. He might be looking more for a 42-40 battle right now.
Kyle Smick set to kick it off. Barry and Chuck Wooding back deep to receive. For Glastonbury, it's a kick that goes into the end zone. It dropped at the 1 and then barreled forward into the middle of the end zone. The touchback, 1st and 10, coming up for the Glastonbury offense at the 20-yard line.
Boy, Kyle Schmick really gets his leg into that kick. That carried right to the 2-yard line and then into the end zone. That's an excellent kick for high school football.
Yeah, distance and location, what he's able to do. So the Glastonbury High School offense, Tomahawks put up 63 in the second quarter in a game against Newington earlier this year. Shotgun is Barry. And he takes the snap, fakes the handoff, takes it himself around the right end from the 30 from the 20 up to the 30. 10-yard pickup on the play at a first down on the option keeper.
Well, John, we're seeing that head coach Scott Daniels has got a ground game in mind from the get-go on this. They're letting Barry pick up some ground with his feet, not necessarily looking to pass. They're going to test out that Southington tackling ability.
So they didn't spot it at the 30, back to the 29. 2nd and short. Motion across the line. On the snap, the handoff, tried to go around the end on the near side and tripped up after getting the first down. It's Tyler Jensen. He's been one of their workhorses this year. Goes up to the 34-yard line, a first down pickup for Glastonbury.
Yes, and that was Justin Rose, number 34, with the shoestring tackle. And this defense is a swarming defense. It's only allowed 1 offensive touchdown in 5 games. So Glastonbury's going to really have to put the pedal to the metal if they're going to score on the ground.
Tight formation back under center is Barry. Fakes the one handoff on the pitch, and the inside give is swarmed back behind the 30. Chuck Wooding, they were able to read that fake and drove him back for a loss of about 4.
Yeah, and keep your eye on 54, Zach Maxwell there, defensive end for the Southington Blue Knights. That was a real good tackle as there were lead blockers pulling around to his end, and he fought through the blocks and made the tackle.
7-0 in favor of Southington. 6:53 and counting here in the opening quarter. John Versteeg, Paul Krolowitz, our entire Play On Sports crew. Back out of the gun on 2nd and long, and now the give to Barry on the reverse, and Barry takes it across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. And that was our first look at Jalen Ollie, the quarterback, who was giving to Barry in motion there.
That's right. They're going to keep Southington guessing. You would think when they bring in Ollie, it's going to be pass, but there you go. Don't think too hard. Keep your eye on the ball.
And so Barry, who himself doubles as a runner and a receiver, a triple threat, 38 carries for 131 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns prior to the start of this one. The shotgun on 3rd and short. Ollie rolling to his right, throws right, and it's caught by Barry along the far sideline. First down and then more across the 50 up to the 46-yard line. First down for Glastonbury.
Ollie was looking, he had his choice there. He had a receiver running a fly right up the numbers, and then Barry turned in about intermediate distance and Ollie's got a pretty good arm there from what I could see on his first pass.
That's what we were able to get from Scott Daniels, so the arm certainly his best weapon. Now back under center is Barry. The toss sweep to the right side. Tyler Jensen rolls off the right tackle. A gain of about 2 from the 35 up to the 36.5-yard line. They call it second and long, 2nd and 9 to go for the Tomahawks.
Yeah, Tyler Jansen, he's leading this team in rushing, John. He's got 456 yards coming into this game. He's a workhorse for them.
4:55 left to go in the first quarter. Ollie out of the shotgun. Back split to his right on play action. He drops back, throws over the middle. Pass caught from the 45 to the 40, and then down up to the 36-yard line. Josh Hill. Yep.
Josh Hill, what a target he is. You saw him. He's as big as an offensive lineman with his height, and he's got agility. I think we're going to see a lot of him tonight.
Yeah, he's listed as a defensive end and a halfback. 8 catches for 96 yards. 4:28 left to go. And what has been a quickly moving first quarter. First down at the 35-yard line. Sweep to the right side for Jansen. Falls forward across the 35 up to the 34-yard line. And those runs off tackle have been good for simply just a couple of yards.
It's a pretty good sustained drive going right now. What they're doing, they're using Josh Hill as an H-back here, which is kind of a tight end slash wide receiver slash blocking back. And so they're keeping Southington guessing as to whether they're going to run or pass.
2nd and 9 at the Southington 34. Toss to the right side. Jensen around the end, barrels forward. He gets 1 yard on the play. Spotted back towards the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and about 8 for this Glastonbury squad. And there's a chance for them to spread it out and see if they can utilize the throwing arm. Let's see who comes under center, whether it's Barry, who's more of the runner, or Jalen Ollie, who we've seen can really rifle the ball.
Right. Now, well, they just showed us a wing formation on the previous play, and now they come out in a spread formation. So they're pulling everything out of the hat.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Barry's under center out of the shotgun. Hard count. Now he takes the snap, rolls left, looking left towards the end zone. Underthrown, but it's caught. And into the end zone for the touchdown. Chuck Wooding with the catch. 33-yard touchdown score, and Glastonbury is 1 point away from tying it. It's 7-6.
Wooding made a really good play on the ball when it was in the air. As you mentioned, it was underthrown. The defender never knew that, though, because Wooding had him beat. Defender had his back to him, was unable to make the adjustment. And before the safety could get over there, Wooding makes the catch and gets into the end zone. Boy, we're going to have a shootout or what?
Zach Malski set for the extra point. And inside the upright, it is good. So we are tied at 7 apiece with 2:49 left to go here in quarter number 1.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Well, 2:49 left to go in the first quarter, tied at 7 apiece, but you get the feeling, Paul, that a few plays going in a different direction, we could very easily have a couple scores on the board for both schools.
Oh, yeah. This is starting out. This is very intense. And look at this, no mistakes. Other than that flag on the opening kickoff, there have been no flags. It's been a well-played football game. I know we've only played about 10 minutes, but you can see these schools are well-prepared and a lot of intensity out there. Everybody's got their eyes glued on the field. One thing that really kind of impresses me is the different size of the rosters of these schools. As you look across to Glastonbury, it looks like they have maybe 20 kids on the sidelines. And over on the Southington side, we might have 30 or 40.
Yeah, it's certainly interesting to look at the rosters both schools have brought here. Is back deep to receive near the goal line is Barry, and it's waved off. It looks like it was a touchback as he crossed the pylon.
Yeah, I think his right foot, after he made the catch, kind of got over the line, and yeah, here in high school sports, that's all it takes.
So touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20 for this Southington offense. Stephen Barmore, 58 for 100 with 795 yards, 9 touchdowns coming into this season, or into this game here in week 6 of the season. Shotgun on 1st down. Motion man is Gemelli. And on 1st down, the give across the 20. Barreled out of bound at the 24-yard line. Jared Grimmett, the running back.
Yeah, Grimmett's their workhorse. He takes the ball. If they're going to run, he's the one you're going to see with the ball in his hands. He's got good speed for the outside and good power.
5-yard pickup on the play. 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line. Grimmett is split just to the left of the quarterback. Barmore out of the gun, takes the snap, looking right, throws it right. Pass caught across the 30 up to the 32-yard line. Nice job by Anthony Bonifant, especially keeping his feet in bounds on the catch.
Yeah, well coached there. Ran a very good pattern. Just a little 5-yard out. Ball was delivered on time.
1st and 10. As a give to Grimmett up to the 36-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down at 7. Clock running, tied at 7 apiece. 2:10 and counting. Remaining in quarter number 1.
2nd and 6 for the Blue Knights at their own 37.
Barmore again out of the gun. This time it's Grimmett split to his right. Takes the snap. Pocket collapsing, and he's knocked down. The ball loose. And it's ruled down. Knees hit the ground before the ball, and a lucky break for Southington because that ball was picked right back up by Glastonbury.
Yes, they're very fortunate because the quarterback was getting swarmed by the Glastonbury defensive line, and when they got to him, they basically tomahawked the football out of his hands.
7-yard loss, so 3rd and 13 from the 30, and on the keeper, around the end, the left end is Barmore, and keeps it up to the original line of scrimmage at the 33-yard line. So the special teams units to come on. The punter is Nathan Bonifant for Southington. Ben Berry is the lone deep man to receive for Glastonbury. Under a minute to go. Good snap, right foot put into it, and a wobbly one. Falls at the 43, takes a bounce for Southington. Across the 50 to the 44-yard line of Glastonbury. 30 and 7/10 seconds to go in the first quarter. And back out on the field is Glastonbury trying to break this 7-7 tie.
Well, one of the things that have given Southington a good deal of success this year and enabled them to outscore their opponents is they're way ahead in the turnover ratio. They're 16 takeaways versus 4 giveaways. And you know how turnovers play in a football game. They just dodged a bullet there on that last series, not giving the ball up.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get too many turnovers, and when they have, the break going against them. So 1st down, the 43. Swing pass over to the right side, catching and falling down to the ground. Chuck Wooding. A loss of about 3, back out on the play to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he tried to get a little quick hitter there, but the defense was not fooled whatsoever. Ball was delivered on time, accurately. But the ball carrier had nowhere to go.
So through 1 quarter of play, it's Southington and Glastonbury tied up at 7 apiece. A tremendous game. We're so proud to bring it to you at home here through PlayOnSports.com.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com.
7-7, a tied score. John Versteeg, Paul Krolowitz, Brian Byrne, our producer here in the booth tonight. And couldn't ask for much better weather here on October the 20th, a late summer-like day here in Connecticut.
Just beautiful. Bright blue sky with brilliant sunshine. Colorful leaves falling all over. It, not only was it beautiful, but it smelled like football. You know that smell. Late October.
I had some tailgating we saw in the parking lot. Falcon Field here in Meriden behind one of the middle schools. So Glastonbury on first down. Or 2nd and 14 at the 40-yard line. Shotgun. Rolling to his right is Ollie, and he throws over the right side. Incomplete. Intended for Chuck Wooding. And that was a dangerous throw. He threw into quadruple coverage, a 4-on-1 coverage scenario.
Yeah, fortunately their team's wearing white, or I don't think he would have saw any of his players. There was blue everywhere.
So after that 4-yard loss on first down, which was the final play of the first quarter, quarter number 2 begins with an incomplete pass. So 3rd and 14, tied at 7. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Ollie back in, shotgun, and the pass is tipped. A forward pass, but it fell incomplete at the 45-yard line, just in front of one of the linemen who tried to come up with the interception for Southington. Travis Daly, the senior defensive lineman, was inches away from hauling that in for the interception.
Yeah, that was Zach, number 54. That was and Justin Rose, both in there to force the quarterback to throw and get a piece of his arms.
Ben Berry to punt. Corbin Gary is the deep man, and he's backing up and hauls it in at the 20. Running right, 25, stops, and is taken down at the 28-yard line. 8-yard return on the play. 25 seconds into quarter number 2. And the ball quickly back to the Southington offense.
Well, you know, outside of that one big pass, we haven't seen Southington move the ball with any sustained motions, so they're going to have to start getting something going. They can't rely on their defense all night here.
Corey is to the near side as the first down handoff goes to Jared Grimmett. From the 30 up to the, or across the 30 up to about the 32-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play.
You know, they've got Corbin Gary one-on-one with Woodson again on the outside. That's the play that worked for them early on. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to that.
And he's running a slant pattern over the middle. sack, drop for a loss, the quarterback Barmore.
Tomahawk tacklers led by number 80, Mason Grande.
Mason Grandi, the senior defensive end, in for the sack. So 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't give Barmore much time to do anything there. They surrounded him in about 4 steps.
3rd and 11 for Blue Knights at their own 27.
Barmore calling signals out of the gun. Takes it, rolls left. Pressure coming and knocked down at the 30-yard line.
Pressured by number 7.
Got 3 yards back up to the 30-yard line. And the punting unit to come on.
Breakdown upcoming for the Blue Knights.
Well, the
Bonifant
defense-
ready to punt.
Yeah, the defenses are not disappointing us here. They're making it tough going for both offenses. Sure tackling and aggressive.
Barry deep to receive.
Number 19, Ben Berry in punt.
For Glastonbury, the snap is low. Bonifant picks it up and gets a wobbly punt to fall at the 45. It's picked up at the 40 and no return for Barry. So still very good field position
Punt goes 30 yards. 30 yards on the punt.
as Glastonbury with the offense. And very interesting what they've done. Pretty good amount of snaps for both Ollie and Barry, but Barry certainly with the advantage in terms of controlling the offense. But they've utilized Ollie when they've needed him.
Right now, yeah, I agree. It looks like the game plan for Glastonbury is to let Barry run the ball, and when they have trouble with that, then they bring in Ollie to throw him the ball. You know, and it's they've got him 7 points.
It's Barry out of the shotgun. First down at the 40. Motion. They jump back. The option pitch to the right side, and a fumble falling on it at the 45-yard line. Tyler Jensen almost gave up the fumble. And uncharacteristic for a guy that has 10 touchdowns coming into this game.
Yes, well, he had number 34, Justin Rose, bearing down on him. He might have been looking at that rather than the ball, as Southington had that option play covered, forced an early pitch, and then had the wingman covered.
At their own 36.
Spotted at the 36-yard line. On second down. The give goes straight up the middle to the quarterback, the keeper. Barry takes it across the 40 up to the 43-yard line. So they got some of the yardage back, but still a 3rd and 7 now, and they're going to be forced to put the ball in the air.
Yeah, that's Justin Rose on the tackle again. He's got 15 solo tackles coming into tonight. Now he's added to it. He's already got 3 more.
At their own 43.
Wooding is split out to the far side left. Shotgun. Barry takes a quick throw over the middle. It's short and incomplete.
There's intended for number 16, Josh Hill.
Boy, Josh Hill, not only does he suffer the pain of dropping the ball, but then he gets pounded by the safety.
Yeah, Josh Hill tried to corral that one in a little bit short.
Number 19,
And so 4th down,
formation for Glastonbury. Number 25,
and Barry set to punt it away.
back to receive.
Corbin Barry going to receive it for Southington. He's at the 26, and now a wobbly punt. And it goes across the 20 and just taken out of bounds. Barry returns it.
He's out of bounds just inside.
Boy, that was a lot of pressure on the punter. He was very fortunate to get rid of that ball. Looked like a pretty small football field from his viewpoint with
Make it the 25.
all that blue coming at him.
25.
Had to get it off and spotted around the 25-yard line. So far, this Glastonbury offense and Southington offense been going back and forth, trading 3 and outs. So Southington with Barmore, the option keeper across the 30. He's still on his feet to the 40 and up to the 47-yard line. A 22-yard run for Stephen Barmore on the option keeper.
What a powerful runner. I guess you could call that play a battle of the quarterbacks, as that was Barry trying to drag him down. But Barmore dragged Barry for about 8 yards.
First and 10. And now on first down, the give. Across the 50. Up to the 49-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play for Jared Grimmin, who got the call.
Excellent field position. They got a great opportunity to add to the score, does Southington.
Shotgun for Barmore. Throwing right side and incomplete, overthrowing the intended receiver, Anthony Bonifant.
You know, Bonifant got pushed right to the sideline there by the defender, and Barmore had nowhere to put the ball.
Clock stops with 6:57 to go here in the second quarter, tied at 7 apiece. Glastonbury and Southington.
3rd and 3 for the Blue Knights at the Glastonbury 49.
49-yard line, third down. Barmore has it, running right. Barmore around the end, out of bounds at the 39-yard line. The first down run. That's Glastonbury. Back on its heels, Southington moving the chains.
Barmore came into this game with over 200 yards of rushing, and you can see how quick he is. Boy, he's tough to follow out there.
First down, the run to Grimmin, off left tackle up to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and that was Barry again from his safety position, being the last line of defense.
9-yard pickup on the play. Second and short. And shotgun for Barmore. Takes the snap, and Barmore, he's proven himself a threat to run around the end. Inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. How about Barmore, what he's able to do on the ground, even more so, you could argue, than what he's done in the air.
Yeah, it's other than that one pass, it's been an all-ground show, and he's running with good speed. He's getting great blocking from his offensive line. And even when the tacklers get to him, it takes a few yards for them to pull him down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Handoff straight ahead. Nothing going there. Grimmin up to the line of scrimmage where he was sworn. No gain on the play.
Yeah, that offensive line's got number 55, Jim Nardi, out there. And they've got number 58, Josh Rizzari. They're doing a good job.
Second down, shotgun, sling to the right side, pass caught. Driven out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Connor John, the catch there. 6 catches for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hurry up offense back under center is Barmore, and Grimmin with a give. Goes up to the 20-yard line. Fourth down and 4 to go. And Barmore looking towards the sideline.
Yeah, they're sending in the plays with signals. All the players are wearing armbands, and that's how they're getting the plays in there. So he's waiting for the call. Coaching staff not sure what to do there in fourth down situation.
4:46 left to go. Out of the shotgun, the pass in and out of the hands of the wide receiver, Corbin Gary, and oh so close to the interception. It fell right in front of Ben Berry, who had that interception right in front of him, couldn't corral it in.
Yes, Corbin Gary might want to see that one back, as that was a pretty good thrown ball there. Of course, it's tough to catch the ball when you're slanting over the middle. You know there's a linebacker waiting to hit you. But that was good defense. They bent and they didn't break, and they get the ball back for their offense. And, you know, it's just a matter of time for this offense, as they have a lot of weapons. It's not just a two-man show.
Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 at the 20. Glastonbury, the quarterback, and Azali, and he drops it in. Pass caught. Down the sideline is Karp to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 80-yard hookup.
Wow. They come out in a wing formation, start the old jet sweep, and then they fade back and drop the ball over the defense to Nick Karp, 80 yards. Amazing.
It was Luke Threlkate who threw that pass. Beg your pardon, but 80-yard hookup with 4:28 left to go.
I want to see that replay, John. I don't know about you, but that was impressive.
Yeah, that's worthwhile to look at again.
Well,
the kick in for Maimalski is good. So 14-7 in favor of Glastonbury.
Well, John, to see the replay, all you have to do is go on Play on Sports anytime you want after tonight's live telecast, and this thing will be available on demand.
Yeah, one of the great features, playonsports.com. And how about this Glastonbury offense? You wonder if that's the play we'll look back on at the end of this game and say that ignited the Glastonbury squad.
They've been changing around. They've been going from a spread offense into that wing formation that they just threw that ball from in hopes of, catching Southington off balance. And you got to say they did that time, as Nick Karp got behind the defense. Perfectly thrown ball. And then with his speed, there was no catching him.
Kyle Wooker-Fenning is ready to kick for Glastonbury. Corbin Berry, Jared Grimmett, the deep men for Southington. 14-7 Glastonbury. 4:28 left to go until halftime. And a beautiful kick by Wooker-Fenning. And it's caught by Grimmett inside the 5 to the 10, 15, 20. And barrels forward up to the 28-yard line.
Hey, Thomas Reardon was in on that tackle. Nice tackle. Number 32 tackling 32. Well, Southington now has got a little pressure on their offense. They're going to have to move the ball. You don't want to fall behind. Nobody ever wants to fall behind, but they're down by 7 now. 4 minutes to go. It's time to get that offense in motion.
Barmore, shotgun, first down. The snap by Barmore, the option keeper, runs across the 30 up to the 31-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, Nick Karp and Julius Brown teamed up to make the tackle on Barmore.
And Barmore, we've seen that hole that he's enjoyed in the first quarter start to close up as this game has gone along. Barmore, the snap. Looking left, throwing left. Up to the 38-yard line, Alex Gemelli with the catch. Sophomore wide receiver, and he's going to develop into a good one. He's been awfully good thus far here at the varsity level.
Yeah, him and his brother, Zach, who plays linebacker, are add a lot to this team, both offensively and defensively.
3:30 and counting here in this second quarter. Barmore, shotgun. Gemelli, the motion man. Offset to the right. Barmore takes it. Powers ahead across the 40. 42-yard line. Gets a first down and then some. 5-yard pickup on the play.
Just this power running, they like to call downhill running, right behind their center and their 2 guards.
1st and 10, 38-yard line, dropping back. Barmore slings it right, and it's caught along the far sideline up to the 48-yard line. Anthony Bonifant with the catch.
Well, you know what's happened there, John? After they got that big strike early in the game, the cornerbacks for Glastonbury are hanging off a good 5 to 10 yards now, so they're trying to hit those underneath routes to draw them in.
4-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 6. Barmore straight ahead, bouncing right off tackle. Got it across the 45, up to the 46-yard line. So again, 3rd and a good distance to go. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, now they have Anthony Asmanoff. He's playing right up on the line against his receiver.
Trips to the left. Barmore throws left, in and out of the hands of Corbin Gary. And thankfully for Southington, there was no one behind him. There were 2 men on the last line of defense very close to coming up with the interception. Barry and Chuck Wooding in the secondary.
That was a good pass by Barmore. He threaded that right in there. Tough catch to make, but good pass.
$1:56 left. Bonifant set to punt it. It's a good one. Got some distance. Falls at the 28 and down at the 24-yard line. Tomahawks offense back out on the field. Up 7 with under 2 minutes to go.
Well, Southington's defense got a little fooled there on that last series as they Glastonbury threw out of the wing formation. I don't think they're going to be fooled by that again.
Yeah, the element of surprise gone at least on that play, right?
Right.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Shotgun on 1st down for Barry. Takes the snap, looking right, throws it over the middle. And Wooding across the 25 up to the 30-yard line.
That was a nice play. They come out in the spread formation and clear out the whole middle. It's like a screen. They lure that defensive line in, and then Wooding just circles underneath. He had a good 9-yard pickup.
So it's 2nd and 1 on the 9-yard pickup. Now back into the game as Ali throws right on 2nd and short, overthrew the wide receiver Grant Lewis. And they mixed it up just enough to keep Southington guessing. We've seen Ali come in various scenarios, but a little counterintuitive 2nd and 1, and you bring in your thrower.
Right. So Southington doesn't know which way to go. They can't guess either way. They got to play a disciplined defense, and that's one of their strong points.
3rd and 1 at the 32-yard line. Tight formation. Back under center is Barry. And the sweep to the left. 1st down run and then some. Wooding up to the 37-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play for Glastonbury. Continuing to march with time ticking away. The clock has stopped at 1:02.
That was excellent execution. Short yardage situation. They tightened everything up and brought Wooding around the back. I'm sure the defenders didn't even know he had the ball until he was around the end.
I get another tight formation, 1st down and 10. at the 37. Give along the near side for Jensen. Got some room to run across the 45 up to the 48-yard line. 11-yard run on the play. And that's the type of run that a lot of the Glastonbury fans have been used to this year with him getting a lot of yards.
Yes, they have. They picked up a lot of yards, scored a lot of points this year doing that.
Under a minute now. Hurry up offense. Sweep to the right side. Tackle for a loss in the backfield. 1 yard loss on the play. Tyler Jansen dropped. And a timeout call. So Glastonbury taking a timeout. First timeout of the half for either squad. 35 and 10 seconds to go.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from all across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here.
Had a great one last night in Wolcott, Derby and Wolcott. An awfully good one here tonight in Meriden. Neutral site. The home away home from Southington. For Southington. As it's Southington and Glastonbury. John Versteeg, Paul Krolowitz, our entire Play On Sports crew. 35 and 10 seconds left to go. Glastonbury up 7, 14-7 over Southington.
You know, John, Glastonbury has a lot of options here. Even though there's only 35 seconds left, they have 2 timeouts remaining.
See if they go to the air here. Barry back set to run the offense. Lewis split out to the near side right. They got trips bunched up to the top of your screen.
Hey guys, they radioed in from the sideline. The official said there's 40 seconds on the clock.
Well, we've just heard from Little Angel there's actually 40 seconds remaining.
So they got that corrected on the scoreboard. Snap to Barry, misdirection, running right now straight up the middle, across the 45 to the 40, down the sideline 30, and out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 23 yards on the run, or 25 yards on the run, and a first down for Glastonbury. So now they could start to think about using that timeout if they need it. The clock stopped at 31 and 4:10 seconds left to go.
Barry just ran a one-man misdirection there. And one of the strong points for Southington is their good tackling, but Barry forced a broken tackle there. And look, got himself 20 yards.
First and 10 for the tomahawk.
The 1st and 10 for Glastonbury.
25.2 seconds remaining. First half.
Wooding and Karp are among the 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Shotgun for Barry, looking left. Pressure coming, throws across his body, the pass caught. At the 15, up to the 10, and inside the 10 to Josh Hill. How big of a first half has he had here?
Boy, Josh Hill, we said he was a big target. He turned in amongst that zone, made a huge target as Barry was under extreme pressure, throwing that ball off his back foot accurately. That was a huge pickup.
Ball spotted at the 9-yard line. A timeout taken. 16 and 1/10 seconds left to go.
Boy, they're really putting a lot of pressure on Southington here with just the closing seconds as they've moved the ball. But they started, I think, at their own 20. And now look at, they're down at the 8-yard line. Yes, touchdown here. That'll really put Southington in a bind. That'll change their whole offensive game plan.
80-yard pass to Nick Harp. That was good enough for the one and only score here in the second quarter. Two teams traded touchdowns in the first quarter. So 22 seconds to go.
22 seconds remaining, first half. First and 10 for Glastonbury. At the Southington.
Barry under center. Wooding is the setback, and now they spread out the offense. It's Wooding. Takes it himself. And fights forward into the end zone for the touchdown. Wooding, out of the Wildcat, took it himself and bounced off left tackle into the end zone for the touchdown.
But Glastonbury is really putting a lot of pressure on that Southington defense. They come out in a tight wing formation. Then they break out into a spread formation, and then they direct snap it to their running back. They're pulling everything out of the hat here.
14 seconds left to go. Mowski's extra point is good. And we've got a 21-7 lead for the Tomahawks of Glastonbury.
And boy, you got to hand it to the offensive line of Glastonbury, as that was really a good push. And Woodson there, he just got into the mosh, and they just moved the whole thing about the last 5 yards.
Been amazing how the fortunes have turned in the favor of Glastonbury here in the second quarter with the 14 unanswered points. And if you're Southington, it's a matter of kind of licking your wounds and getting that 15-minute break to kind of regroup and see what you need to do better.
Yeah, I think we have to hand a bit to the Glastonbury defense, as they've been able to snuff out the main offensive threats for Southington, which is Barmore and Grimmett. I mean, they got that big 80-yard touchdown pass, but you can't rely on that. So Glastonbury's done a good job stuffing the offense of Southington. Southington's going to have to change their game plan a little bit if they're going to want to stay into this game.
Wooker Fetty with the kick, and it's picked up on the edge of the end zone. Grimmett, again, that happened to him before. Foot hit the pylon, so the touchback, putting it up to the 20-yard line with just 13 and 5/10 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2.
Well, it's never too late for a Hail Mary.
Think so?
Doesn't look like we're going to get one, though.
First and 10 at the 20. I think what we'll probably see is a knee on the ground, and that's what comes from the quarterback, Steve Barmore. So the final seconds tick away of the first half. 21-7, Glastonbury with a lead over Southington. John Versteeg and Paul Krolowitz, and one thing's for certain, the scoring's not done just yet.
No, I think Glastonbury's come out and they've used their formations to try and catch Southington in a bad situation, and it's worked for them now on 2 of their touchdowns. And I think we're going to see Southington come out with a little different game plan in the second half and try and get into this game. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another 28 points in the second half.
21-7, our score. Take a timeout, come back with the call of the second half after this on PlayOnSports.com. And welcome back here to Falcon Field here in Meriden, Connecticut. We're at halftime, about set to start the second half. Your score through 2 quarters, it's Glastonbury 21, Southington 7. John Verstegen, Paul Krolowitz. And Paul, pretty good offense for Glastonbury. Took them a while to get going, but they put up some points late in the first half.
Yeah, John, we led off saying that this was a high-powered offense meeting a high-powered defense. And if we had to write the storyline right now, we'd have to say that the high-powered offense has won out as Glastonbury has used they've gone from their spread formation to their tight formation to keep the Southington defense off balance, and it has worked. On the other side of the ball, Southington's offense, other than one big play, has been pretty much shut down. Their big offensive threats, Steve Barmore at quarterback and Jared Grimmett at running back, have been unable to really break free and run wild.
Run through the scoring in the first half. It started on a 10-yard touchdown run by Steve Barmore for Southington with 8:38 to go in the first quarter, a 7-0 lead for Southington. And then for Glastonbury, they tied it. 2:49 left to go in the first quarter, a 34-yard touchdown pass to Chuck Wooding. And then Nick Karp had an 80-yard score in the second quarter with 4:29 left to go. And then Wooding another touchdown, with 14 seconds left to go, 21-7 in favor of Glastonbury. Should be a heck of a second half. Looking forward to doing it.
Yes, I agree. I want to see some more of Glastonbury's Ben Berry. Ben Berry's been playing quarterback, and he's done a great job on that final drive of the first half. He led off the drive with that one-man misdirection that broke for 30 yards and got out of bounds, stopped the clock, and then he was able to find Josh Hill with defenders draped all over him. Ben Berry was able to deliver to Hill at the 5-yard line, and then the running game did the rest after that. It should be an exciting second half, just like the first one was.
So the captains for both sides shake hands. And getting ready to do a coin flip to start off the second half. Very interesting to see that. Not often we see that. Looks like it varies via conferences.
Yeah, or perhaps they just didn't write down who won the first half. I don't know.
So it looks like Glastonbury lost the toss.
And look at Glastonbury's team coming out onto the field, showing that they are psyched up. And they ought to be. They played a very good first half. I mean, they got beat deep early on, but they really buttoned down after that. And well played first half. Nearly a penalty out there.
21-7. Glastonbury the lead over Southington. 12 minutes up on the clock.
I don't know if our camera can pan down to the right side of the far end zone where all the seniors from Southington, their numbers are hanging on the fence. They respect their seniors here, and you can see they got a big senior squad. They're all laid out there, name and number. Well respected. They appreciate their Southington football players.
Yeah, very nice touch to see all the seniors' names up there. So set deep to receive. Corbin Berry and Jared Grimmett.
Good job by our cameraman, Phil Anderson.
Check that. It's Tyler Hyde deep to receive along with Jared Grimmett. And set to punt it off. or to kick it off, rather.
To Tyler Hyde.
Kyle Wooker Fanning puts the right foot into it. It's a beautiful kick, and it's fielded at the 10 by Grimmett. Runs forward across the 25 and 30 as he is down at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 off the very nice return.
Southington, excuse me, closed out that half on offense by running some short outs to try and draw up the defenders. Let's see if they try and take advantage of that. They've already come out with a spread offense.
1st and 10 on the inside handoff off the right tackle for Jared Grimmett up to the 35-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. Second and 7. As Barmore's out of the gun. 2 receivers either way. Barmore looks right. Option pitch to the left. Running is Grimmett across the 40. Drops the shoulder and gets down to the 43-yard line. Hard run by Grimmett, and he looks eager to add to his touchdown total, which is at 8 coming into this game.
Yeah, Barmore did a good job drawing in the tackler, and then he made the nice pitch, and Grimmett had a good run-in with Ben Berry, who was on that tackle. Yeah, that was a full head of speed, full head of steam.
Barmore out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. And Barmore gives to Grimmett, running right around the end, across the 50, barrels forward, inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. 12-yard pickup on the play.
Looks like Southington's decided they're going to use their speed to get to the outside. That might have been something they came up with at halftime, as it's worked here right off the bat.
Same set as now Barmore audibling on the snap to give to Grimmett. North-south running up to the 42-yard line on the play. 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8, clock running, 10:28 left to go in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they're running up under Jim Nardi, number 55, and Travis Clark, number 68, the interior lineman for Southington.
And what you see, a little bit more of an up-tempo feel to the Southington offense out of the gate here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, I agree. They're feeling the heat.
Low snap, Barmore takes it himself. Back to the 44-yard line. 2-yard loss on the play. They spot it for the 3-yard loss. So 3rd and 11. Back to the 45.
Yeah, that was half of the Glastonbury defenders in on that tackle that time. There was nowhere for Barmore to go.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Motion man is Connor John. Shotgun, pocket collapsing. Barmore slings it left, underthrown, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the cornerback in the secondary. Alex Gemelli was the intended target. And Glastonbury almost had an interception for Chuck Wooding.
Yeah, Wooding didn't give Barmore any chance to complete that ball as he was draped all over that outside route. Good defensive start for Glastonbury. Gets the ball back right away.
Bonifant for the punt. Wobbly kick. Awfully good distance from the 20. Takes a bounce back to the 8-yard line where it's picked up and run out of bounds. Ben Berry.
Wow, Ben Berry with the
24-yard line, 13-yard return on the play.
Yeah, Ben Berry doing a pretty heady play there as he thought looked like he was just going to let it bound down to the 2-yard line. He scooped that up, brings it outside the 20-yard line. He picked up a huge block by Julius Brown. Right now, Glastonbury's being quite physical. as you would expect in a football game, but you don't always get what you expect.
1st and 10, 24-yard line. Split backs in the backfield. Barry under center. The inside handoff to Wooding, and Wooding swarmed for a loss in the backfield. Looked to be a 5-yard loss, and then Wooding got it close to the original line of scrimmage. Very lucky to have a loss of less than a yard on that play.
And you said it right, John, swarmed. That's what they kind of, in this defense, they're a swarming defense using good speed, good tackling, and discipline. And that's one of the hallmarks of this Southington team. And that might be their way to get back in the game if they could force a turnover with that swarming defense.
21-7 Glastonbury. 8:30 left to go here in this third quarter. Shotgun for Barry. Back split either way. The option pitch to Josh Hill. No gain there. Back to the line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they executed that play well. The little shovel pass inside to Josh Hill. But the problem was the defense of Southington, even though their front line moved in on the quarterback, their linebackers were right in. They were not fooled at all. They gave no ground. And I don't think we'll see that play come again as Southington sees it again. They might take it away.
3rd and 9 at the 25. 3 receivers to the near side. Made in motion. Shotgun Barry rolling to his right. Keeper, misdirection. Barry around in circles, and Barry dropped. Back at the 24-yard line, a 1-yard loss on the play. And the running game not able to net any yards for Glastonbury in this series. Their opening series of the third quarter.
Yes, they just continued to chase him. They never gave up. Tyler Hyde came in with the tackle there. Barry eluded 3 tacklers, but they just kept on coming and eventually dragged him down. And now he gets the punt. That Barry, he gets to do it all. Punt, run, kick, throw, return.
Rest after the game, right? Barry the high snap, puts the foot into it. Line drive kick under pressure. Taken by the up man, Corbin Barry, across the 50. And Swarm taken out of bounds at the 47-yard line. And late flags come in.
Yeah, it looked like Matt Hill, man, for Glastonbury. He got a physical block out there, really physical block. And then they just kept getting knocked around. I think they got the last man.
Yep, and unsportsmanlike. So tack on the 15 yards on the walk-off. And thank you very much, says Southington and the Blue Knights.
You know, Corbin Gary makes that happen by fielding that punt cleanly and putting the pressure on the defending team to tackle him. Gets the ball over midfield, and then with the benefit of the penalty. But you got to hand it Corbin Gary. And I know that makes the coaches sweat when they see their returners picking up those loose balls, but sometimes it's a big thing to do.
47-yard line, the spot of the foul. And so first down, 1st and 10 for Southington at the 32. And this is big for Southington, down 14, 6:30 left here in the third quarter. Shotgun for Barmore. Looks right, swing pass into the right flat. Nowhere to go. Alex Gemelli had about 5 guys bring him down.
Looks like another flag got out there, John.
Back at the 36-yard line. And a face mask called against Glastonbury. And the aggressiveness starting to get the best of the Tomahawks here in the last 2 plays in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's a physical game as it started to look like, and you know there is no inadvertent face mask in high school football, so they're all 15 yards.
15 yards from the 36 to the 21. 30 yards without moving the ball. All on penalties. Barmore, shotgun. Takes it himself, looking to go around the end. Up to the 20-yard line. 1 yard pickup on the play, second down at 9. Under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 21-7, Glastonbury the lead.
Yeah, it's a big momentum change here. They got the defensive stop, got the good punt return, 2 penalties. Boy, you feel it. They need to score here.
Yeah, biggest drive of the game thus far for Southington. Pitch to the left side and a fumble. Barmore tried to get it on the outside to Grimmett, and Grimmett dropped the ball, had to fall on it, back up to the 22-yard line. Thankful is Southington that it's a loss of just 2 yards on the play, 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen that play this half. Barmore draws the defenders in, but that time the defenders were a little more poised and not so anxious to go right at him, and kind of forced Barmore to make a move. Might have short-armed that pitch.
20-yard line on 3rd and long. Barmore looking over the middle. Gemelli the catch, and Gemelli falls forward up to the 16-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play, but Gemelli not able to break free and get close to that first down marker.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because that was well executed. They faked that little quick out that we saw just a few plays ago. Meanwhile, Gemelli comes underneath, gets behind the linebackers. The ball was delivered right in stride, but a good clean tackle prevented him from getting anything.
And they're going to stay on the field. Barmore looking towards the wrist to get the play.
Yeah, it'd be like a 33-yard field goal from there.
Shotgun Barmore, looking left, throwing left, in and out of the hands of Corbin Gary. He's had a few that have popped out of his hands. Coverage on the play by Tyler Jensen, the defensive back, along with Chuck Wooding.
Yeah, that's that kind of a slant. He runs about 8 yards and then slants in front of the corner and gets between the safety, and Barmore's been able to deliver that ball. It's just been a tough catch for Gary, Corbin Gary.
So 1st and 10, turnover on downs. 15-yard line. 21-7 Glastonbury, and a huge, huge stop for the Tomahawks on that last play. Hill under center, and he dumps it off of the backfield. Got the ball away, but a grounding penalty. He was taken down at the 6-yard line, got it to what would have been an ineligible receiver. Looked like one of the offensive linesmen.
Sorry, excuse me, John. It looked like Jordan Butler there, number 70. Jordan Butler looked like he touched fire there. That ball, he couldn't get his hands off that ball fast enough.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Butler, an offensive tackle. So the grounding penalty. They lose the down, stay at 2nd and 10. 2nd and 15 from the 10 on the 5-yard play. And the keeper from the quarterback alley, and he runs left up to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Zach Maxwell was all over Ollie there. He just ran him down. That's that stifling Southington defense. That's their bread and butter right there. They're just hoping for a turnover. Now, they're playing with a lot of confidence on defense right now. Glastonbury's got to be careful with the ball and not try and be a hero. If it's not there, you gotta eat it.
From the 10-yard line, 3rd and 16. Back under center is Barry, looking right. Barry lets it go. Tipped and intercepted. Intercepted by Southington up to the 10-yard line.
That's Corbin Gary. He got the touchdown earlier, had a couple of tough plays on offense on them slants, making up for it. Huge turnover. That's what makes Southington roll right there.
And with 3:22 left to go, Southington gets another chance to try and score here in this third quarter again. Outstanding field position.
Yeah, that's their forte. As we said, they have a 16-4 turnover advantage, and that now bumps up to 17-4.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Shotgun for Ollie. Looking right, Ollie. Or under pressure is Barmore, and a throw inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Connor John with the catch.
Yeah,
and
Barmore.
2nd and goal now.
Barmore made a good play there as he was initially looking right and had to avoid a couple of tacklers and to find what was that, Connor? Oh, nice play.
So 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line. Shotgun Barmore. Gribbett split to his right. Jamelli the motion man. Barmore takes it, the keeper. He is stone cold. A huge tackle at the 3-yard line for Glastonbury.
Julius Brown and Josh Hill made sure he wasn't getting into the end zone there as they both teamed up to wrestle him to the ground.
250 and counting.
You got to love a defensive lineman with the name Julius.
So Southington takes the timeout with their head coach, Mike Drury. They're going to talk things over, and it looks like there was a lot of discussion between the coaches as far as what play they were going to call.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
3rd down, 2 to go on the 3-yard line. 2:47 remaining here in this third quarter. Southington on the doorstep of Glastonbury. It's a 14-point lead for the Tomahawks of Glastonbury. Southington looking to get within one score. Under center is Barmore. They line up in a power formation. Barmore calling signals. Takes a step to give the Gribbett off right tackle. Forward. Gain of 1, possibly 2. The first down marker, remember, is at the 1-yard line. And very, very close to the first down marker. It's 4th and short. They're obviously going to go for it there, but you've tried to go off tackle not once but twice, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah, that interior line for Glastonbury has shown that they're up to the challenge. So who knows where they're going to go now.
4th and 1 at the 2. Taking it himself is Barmore. He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. A 2-yard keeper for Stephen Barmore. It's 21-13. Glastonbury with the extra point coming.
Boy, Barmore did a good job on that. He played it well. He took a step back, gave his offensive lineman, his center and 2 guards, got a great surge, and then he powered him behind him. That was a great quarterback sneak.
Kyle Smick set to try the PAT. Spot kick, and it is good. So, with just over 2 minutes to go, a tight ball game. Should be a fun rest of the game, the final 2 minutes of the third going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's this third quarter's been all Southington. Their defense showed up here in the third quarter and got themselves a takeaway. Offense capitalized that time. And yeah, this could be a very exciting end to the game, as you could just feel the tension and the excitement here in the air.
And what do we talk about? Southington, the defense, leading to opportunities. Traditionally, they have held their opponents to just a couple of scores. And they knew that Glastonbury going to put up some scores tonight, but yeah, they've gotten the takeaways leading 2 points.
Their head coach, Mike Drury, he was a defensive player himself in college, and his defensive coordinator also. They carry in that defensive mindset right to their players.
Smick kicks it deep. It's fielded by Wooding across the 15-20. Stutter step, running left, spins off tackle, and is dropped at the 24-yard line. Nice 16-yard return for Glastonbury. And they've responded with some creative play calling. Going to be very intriguing to watch this drive here in the third quarter.
Glastonbury has got to take a deep breath on offense and go back to what they were doing. Do what works for them. They have a very powerful offense with many weapons. They're multi-dimensional offense. They can run a tight formation, spread formation, power run. They could run nice patterns. So they just need to poise up, grind out a first down or two, and get their confidence.
The quarterback is Ben Barry. He's under center, tight to the line. On first down, the toss to the right. And getting it up to the line of scrimmage, Tyler Jensen. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Corbin Gary and David Diano made sure of that. This defense has seen that wing formation now a few times, and they basically every time they line up in that, they run that little sweep pitch. So they're not showing much of variation out of that. The defense is now reading it, attacking it from the outside in, and stuffing it.
Brand new ball game. Glastonbury 21, Southington 14. Minute 10 to go here in the third quarter. Back to the gun. Shotgun for Barry. 3 receivers top of your screen. Now a man in motion. On play action, swing to the left. Wooding the catch and the run. Yards after the catch, just a few. Up to the 26-yard line. A 1-yard pickup on the play. It's third and long for the Tomahawks.
Yes, that was Nick Spitz on the tackle, and that's one of the main things for this defense, good tackling and defensive speed, and you saw it there. That was good tackling and then a swarming load of Blue Knights to help bring the ball carrier down.
21-14. As the seconds tick away, under 30 seconds to go. Final play of this third quarter. Third, and they call it 8. Barry calling signals. Barry with the pocket collapsing, throws over the middle, and it's tipped and incomplete. Intended for Nick Karp. Tremendous coverage on the play for Glastonbury and Jalen Ollie.
That was a quarterback, Barmore, on the defensive coverage there. Made a nice play. Didn't get his right hand wrapped around the offensive player. He got his left hand in there and knock it down, and they force a punt. This is big. This is big.
So with 7 and 3/10 seconds left to go, Barry's going to punt it away. And back deep to receive for Southington is Corbin Gary.
You know, you could see Southington had the block on there. That was the play call from the punt defense team, block. and that's why Corbin had to make a fair catch. And, Glastonbury did a good job there preventing the block as everything was coming at them.
2 seconds left to go, third quarter. Barmore shotgun. Gemelli's in motion. First down handoff straight up the middle to Grimmett. Up to the 44-yard line. And with that, the third quarter comes to an end. Your score, Glastonbury 21, Southington 14.
Yeah, that third quarter, John, that was all Southington. They made the defensive stops. They made some heady plays. They got the benefit of a couple of penalties, which, that'll happen to everybody. But I think the game got very physical there in the third quarter, and it seemed to spring Southington to life, and they got the Mo behind them now. They need it, though. They're down by a touchdown.
12 minutes are on the clock. And if you're head coach Mike Droy for Southington, you look at what your offense was able to do. It was a hard drive to get those last handful of yards to get the second touchdown of the ball game. I think the goal is to get the ball moving early on here in this fourth quarter. And the question is, how do you do that?
Yeah, you look at this Southington offense and you kind of get the feeling, at least against this Glastonbury defense, that it's a grinder. It's a grinder type offense. They don't have a lot of big plays in them.
21-14. Barmore, first down throw on the slant up to the 44-yard line. Nice catch.
That was Corbin Gary. That's the fourth time we've seen that play tonight. That time the ball was beautifully delivered and Corbin Gary was able to make the catch.
To the 44-yard line. First and 10. Barmore out of the gun. The handoff to Grimmett straight ahead. And Grimmett looks like drop for a loss. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and long. 1 yard loss. Gemelli, the man in the slot. Garrett on the far side left. Barmore flushed, has to run. Barmore keeping it himself. Barmore with a flag in the backfield is taken down inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Let's see if that comes back.
Yeah, the preliminary indication is that's coming back. That's a shame because Barmore showed some nifty moves out there. If Dancing with the Stars was watching, he might be the next contestant. Boy, that was a bit of a magician move to get out of that backfield. Wow.
So a holding call from the spot.
10 yards from the spot of the infraction.
Back to the 43-yard line, and that certainly hurts. You go from looking at a play coming up inside the 30 to back deep in your own territory.
Yeah, these penalties tend to even themselves out, and now they got theirs.
21-14, shotgun, and the incomplete pass for Barmore as a late hit coming. Incomplete pass intended for Connor John.
Yeah, it looks like they got Josh Hill for a late hit, and now he's running out the field. I think he got injured. Man.
That is a big break.
Yeah, the referee take it, and the referee give it back.
15 yards.
Well, it's not really the referee. He just sees it, right?
Brings it back up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is living up to everything we hoped for. two 5-0 teams throwing everything but the kitchen sink at each other.
10:42 left to go in what has been a dandy of a football game. Barmore keeps it, and he is swarmed down. Loss of 3 in the backfield, up to the 45-yard line. Kyran McKinn-Crudden ripped the ball away, came up with it to say, I got the ball. Referees ruled it down. So again, if you're Southington, how do you respond here in this one? Remember they had that drive with the 30 yards of penalties, got them to the 20, took them off to get a turnover on their own defense to score. Shotgun on 2nd and long, deep ball over the middle, jump ball caught by Gary at the 15-yard line. And that was the big play that Southington looked for.
Yeah, Corbin Gary, you got to hand it to him there. First of all, that was the same pattern, but this was a double move. This time they pumped it when he went on the slant. The safety bit. Safety had no idea where the ball was. Corbin Gary did everything there, made the play on the ball while it was in the air. Excellent play. And I guess that answers our question. What were they going to do? They got the big play.
30-yard pickup, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Southington on the move, looking to tie it. Barmore out of the shotgun. Gemelli is the man in motion. The snap for Barmore, looking right, looking towards the end zone. Barmore, he cuts back inside the 10 and into the end zone for the touchdown. 15-yard scamper by the quarterback, Steve Barmore. And Southington is an extra point away from tying it.
Yeah, we're going to find out all about their extra point team right now, because that was one heck of a power sweep that eventually got clogged up by Glastonbury's defense, and then Barmore, just with his shifty running skills, finds the end zone.
Schmick is on for the extra point. Tyler Hyde is the holder. The snap, spot, and kick. Tied. 9:27 to go. And this one promising to be an awfully good finish.
Yeah, we got 9.5 minutes to go. The third quarter, and now the start of the fourth quarter has been all Southington. Glastonbury needs a big play of their own.
From a 21-7 hole, Southington has come back to tie it 2 scores. Both from the quarterback, Steve Barmore, a 2-yard scamper with a little over 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And now with 9:27 remaining in this fourth quarter, we are tied at 21.
You know, both sides of this field, the crowds are just so energetic. This whole home side is filled to the max. The cheerleaders are doing push-ups. I don't know. We're going to see if they can do 21. I don't know what the count's at, but they're working it.
No doubt about it. They're happy doing the push-ups for the number of points. Schmick ready to kick off. Deep to receive is Wooding and Barry. And it's Barry on the return. Accelerates up to the 26-yard line.
Boy, John, one thing we've been able to see here in the third quarter is most of the tackles that Southington has been making have been stopping the momentum, and Glastonbury players have not been falling forward. If they've been falling anywhere, it's been sideways and backwards. It's head coach must have said something there at halftime to change this defense around, because it's actually acting a little bit nasty right now.
Jalen Ollie, the junior quarterback, is in. Remember, he's the man who has the rocket arm. Shotgun for Ollie. Slings it right side. The pass is caught at the 30, up to the 32-yard line. Josh Hill with the reception, the halfback and captain for this Glastonbury squad.
That's a good grinded-out gainer. Ollie got the ball out to him, and Josh Hill carried the tackler about 3 yards. That Josh Hill's a big player.
Yeah, those 3 yards perfect after the catch. 6-yard pickup in total, 2nd and 4 for the Tomahawks. Again, tied at 21, 8:40 to go in this fourth quarter. They've got Wooding out of the Wildcat. Direct snap. He rolls off tackle across the 35 up to the 36-yard line.
Southington players and coaches imploring the crowd to get loud. Looking for a stop.
3rd and 1 at the 36-yard line. Tight formation. And the whistle stops play. A timeout called.
Timeout on the field. Timeout.
Taken by Glastonbury.
First timeout of the second half.
7:52 to go, tied at 21.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playon-network. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Third and 1 at the 36-yard line. Glastonbury out of the huddle. They've got Ben Berry back under center. 3rd and 1, power formation, tight formation. Hard count, and the give to Wooding. Off tackle and then some. On his feet at midfield at the 50, 45, and take it down at the 37-yard line. 27-yard run, a huge first down for Glastonbury.
Chuck Wooding, boy, he was running like a man possessed there. Offensive line opened that little wing opening for him. He shot through there using his stiff arm. Boy, how often do you see that short yardage? The tension's there, and boy, he springs it.
They've used that play before on the pitch. Again, bunching up the formation. Berry, pitch to Wooding. Off left tackle, they were ready for it this time. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at the 37. Clock running, 7:10 and counting. Fourth quarter, Southington and Glastonbury tied up.
Yeah, now Glastonbury is taking away the momentum. They feel the heat, and they're buttoning down, picking up some big yards, and now they're on the correct half of the field to take the lead.
2nd and 9 for the Tomahawks at the Southington 37.
2nd down. And now Berry split out as a receiver. He's the man in motion behind Wooding. Wooding sweeps to the right side and is dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Hit by number 54, Zach Maxwell.
So a big play here, 3rd and long.
Glastonbury is showing why they've been a state playoff team for 4 years running, going for their 5th. Head coach Scott Daniels here in his 2nd year has got a very good team. This is pressure football right now, and you can see there's no mistakes being made. They're in and out of the huddle. It's all business out there.
3rd and 8 at the 35-yard line. Ollie's back under center as he works out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Ollie going to take it himself, and he goes back to the line of scrimmage. He's dropped. What did we talk about with Glastonbury coach Scott Daniels before the game? It's Ben Berry, the man who was able to make more of a play with his legs. if the situation presented itself. Ollie, not as much.
Yes, I agree, and that's what he said. I'm going to have to hand that sack, though, to the Southington defense, as Glastonbury had 3 players out on the pattern, and they were all defended.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 8 from the 35-yard line. And now they are showing a punt, and it's Barry who's going to squib kick it. At the 6-yard line, it's dropped. Or it's down on the 6-yard line.
Yeah, a little pooch kick there. You know, with Ben Barry being your quarterback and your punter, obviously a dual threat. He ran to the short side of the field, and Southington in that situation was not going to be fooled. They kept their eye on the ball, forced them to make the little pooch punt.
Showing a number of different formations. As Southington out of the shotgun now, Steve Barmore. Twin receivers either way. Barmore keeps it himself, in trouble, and Barmore dropped for a huge loss. Back at the 10-yard line, 7-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, good defense. He was going to bounce to the outside, to the bottom of your screen, but you could see that Austin Gentile was there to prevent him from doing that, forced him back inside where the interior lineman cleaned up. Excuse me, that was Kyron McKinn-Cruden.
On the 10-yard line, 2nd and 17 at the 10. Barmore on the inside handoff. Jared Grimmett trying to break free for some yardage. And again, the runs yielding virtually nothing.
Yeah, Glastonbury is showing that they're a pretty defensive-minded team, too, as they teamed up 3 players to send Grimmett back where he came from.
1-yard pickup on the play, 3rd and 16. Barmore takes the snap. Pressure coming his way. Barmore dropped. Sacked.
It was a fumble. It was a fumble, John.
And the Tomahawks have recovered at the 9-yard line. Oh, a huge, huge recovery for Glastonbury.
Barmore got jolted from behind. I couldn't see who actually jolted him, but he was hit hard, and the ball popped right out into the defender's waiting hands. And, boy, sets the Glastonbury right at the 8.
First and goal for Glastonbury. Tied at 21. 3:19 left to go. Barry's the quarterback. He goes under center on first down. And now, switching it up, working out of the shotgun. They bunch trips to the right on the top of your screen. Wooding the motion man. Barry takes the snap, rolling around the end. Barry can run, cuts back, and gets it up to the 5-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play as he went around the end.
Yeah, Southington's defense, with their back against the wall, if there's any benefit to that, it is that you have less field to defend, and the yards come tough for the offense when you're this close. That's why they call it the red zone.
Under 3 to go. 2nd and goal at the 6. Barry takes the snap, sweep to Wooding. Wooding cuts back around the right tackle, and Wooding back to the line of scrimmage. A generous spot, 1-yard pickup on the play, up to the 5-yard line. So 3rd down and goal.
It's like a timeout by Southington. Yeah, boy, this is pressure. We're down to 2 minutes, 22 seconds, 2:22. Boy, that was a huge turnover. Glastonbury showing that they can play defense too. Wow.
What a great, great venue here at Falcon Field in Meriden. Close proximity for both schools. Southington well represented along the near side near our broadcast booth. They've got a contingency of kids from the Glastonbury student section, the student body on the far side. Plenty of parents, family, and friends here as well. And the ultimate question is, with the scenario and the time, what's the optimal play call for Glastonbury?
Well, you know, they are in field goal range, so it's not like they have to score a touchdown here. So ball possession, protection is also an important thing, so you don't want to force it. But, you know, it wouldn't hurt to roll them out and give them an opportunity to throw or pass.
Third and goal at the 5. Barry shotgun. Wooding is lined up as a wide receiver. Lewis in the slot. Takes the snap, throws over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off. Down the right sideline to the 30, 40. Cut back of the 40 up to the 35-yard line. Zach Gemelli.
Wow. That sparks a cheer in the crowd, and rightly so. The defense of Southington, who we said was their bread and butter, has come to play with their second turnover of the half, and at a very timely moment. Not only stopping a touchdown, possible touchdown for Glastonbury, but setting up their offense just 35 yards away from their own go-ahead touchdown.
A huge, huge interception for Zach Gemelli, whose brother Alex has been active on the offense here tonight. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Barmore, he's got 2 rushing touchdowns in the second half. Takes the snap, rolls out to the left. Pitch to the left. Fumble. Ball loose. And it's ruled to be an incomplete pass, and a very generous call there on the pitch to Jimmett, or to Jared Grimmett.
Well, yes, from my angle, I have to agree with that. It was, you know, even though it was forward and he was the quarterback, so it doesn't always have to be an overhand throw. I think he's very happy that he threw that one forward. Ugh. Yeah, ball protection, boy. I'll tell you, you know, it's a tense situation out there as these teams are making mistakes now.
Tied at 21, exactly 2 minutes to go. Barmore out of the gun. Grimmett split to his right. Alex Gemelli, the motion man, across the line. Barmore around the right end. And brings it up to the 31-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play.
Boy, what a momentum swing. You know, if I guess we'll have to see what just the player of the game might be. It might come down to whoever scores the last touchdown. As right now, I'd give the player of the game to the defense of Southington, if anything.
3rd and 5 at the 31-yard line. Low snap, Barmore looks left, finds Gemelli, and he's caught. The make catch is made short of the first down marker. Forward progress gets him up to about the 35-yard line. Or excuse me, the 25-yard line.
That's David Dineno on the tackle, and a short tackle that was, as he was all alone out there.
So now they've got to hurry. 4th and 2 at the 27-yard line. Barmore under center. And the clock stops. Timeout by Southington. Final timeout for the Blue Knights. Yeah, and they had a little trouble getting personnel on the field in a quick manner.
Yeah, the time's ticking here. It's high school ball, and it's exciting. This is a running offense. Good timeout, I would say. I mean, if they don't get the first down here, they got to turn the ball over. You got to be sure about what you're doing. I don't know if Kyle Smick has got a leg that can reach from 45 yards, but that's what it would be from here. So obviously he doesn't because they're not going to attempt it.
4th and 1. At the 27, Paul, you'll be down there with the player of the game interview right afterwards, and not going anywhere right here. 35 and 5/10 seconds left. 21 all, the tied score. Southington and Glastonbury in what has been a dandy of a game here in Meriden, Connecticut tonight.
Yeah, good hard-nosed football. Great defense. You hear the cowbells out there.
Southington faithful, loud and proud here. 4th and 1 at the 27. The I formation. Barmore under center. Takes the snap. End around. Barmore has the first down and then some. Out of bounds. Inside the 20 at the 16-yard line. Oh, he tried for that cutback to no avail.
Boy, what a good run. Strong run. He got good blocking from his right end, and he springs him around the corner. Not only does he get the first down, but he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, and they might actually be in Kyle Smick's range right now.
29 and 3/10 seconds left to go. And they're going to spread it out. 2 receivers to either way. On the handoff for Grimmett. Up the middle and into the end zone. A touchdown. 17-yard score for Jared Grimmett.
Wow, Jared Grimmett. The seas open for him, and down he went all the way for the score. And look at the sidelines for this team. They are just so excited with just 24 seconds to go. Boy, what a finish.
On for the extra point is Kyle Smick. The snap, the spot, and the kick is good. So it is a 28-21 lead for the Blue Knights of Southington. A 7-point advantage. And now, if you're Southington, it's a matter of quickly shifting the focus to special teams. So, set to kick off for Southington. As Kyle Smick, Ben Berry, and Chuck Wooding back deep to receive for Glastonbury. What a game here in the neutral field in Meriden. 28-21 Southington. So again, Smick to tee it up at the 40. Puts the right foot into it. A line drive kick, and Berry fields it at the 8. To the 10, 15, 20. Cuts back around the 25, on his feet at the 30, at the 40, and is knocked out at the 42-yard line. 34-yard return with 15 and 3/10 seconds left to go.
37-yard punt return by kickoff return by Berry.
So, if you're Glastonbury, you stretch out the offense and go for the out routes. Glastonbury has 2 timeouts left to go. So out of the shotgun is Jalen Ollie. Can throw the ball a mile according to his head coach, Scott Daniels. Shotgun snap. Looking right as Ollie throws over the middle. Pass caught and dropped at the 36-yard line. Chuck Wooding the catch. The timeout called with 9 and 1/10 seconds left to go. Glastonbury now has one more timeout left in this ball game. So as Wooding and the rest of his teammates go on the far side of the field, we see head coach Mike Drury of Southington, himself a former college defensive player, talking with his unit about how to defend. Take a look and see the Glastonbury sideline along the far side of the field. From the near hash. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Ollie shotgun. Time ticking away with 7 seconds. With 6, Ollie slings it over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the ball game is over. Southington comes back from a 21-7 deficit and is 9/10 of a second away from completing a 28-21 victory. So the victory formation for the Blue Knights. Down on one knee is Barmore, and that does it. Once again, 28-21. The win for Southington. And our Paul Krolowitz is on the field. And we will have the interview with the player of the game momentarily. First, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here from Falcon Field after this on PlayOnSports.com. And we are back here at Falcon Field in Meriden. A final score, Southington 28 and Glastonbury 21. My name is John Verstegen. Paul Krolowitz coming up in just a little bit with the interview of our player of the game, Steve Barmore, with 3 rushing touchdowns, including 2 big ones in the second half. Barmore, a 2-yard score at the 2:07 mark in the third quarter, and then a 15-yard score on the cutback into the end zone with 9:27 left to go. in the fourth quarter. Goes back with a 10-yard strike he had early on in the game, the 8:38 mark in quarter number one. And again, with that, we give you our final look at the scoring. It started off with a 10-yard scamper for the Southington quarterback, a 7-0 lead. And then it was Glastonbury tying it up at 7-7. A 34-yard strike to Wooding. Nick Karp had the 80-yard catch coming out of the backfield. Made it 14-7 Glastonbury. 4:29 left to go in the second quarter. And then the Wooding touchdown run made it 21-7 with 14 seconds left to go in the second quarter. And again, the third quarter was dominated by Barone and Southington, 2 rushing touchdowns. And now we're down on the field. Paul Krolowitz is with our player of the game, Steve Barone.
Thank you, John. I'm here with Steve Barmore, our Play on Sports player of the game. Steve, that was a very exciting second half. What can you tell me? What happened at halftime?
Halftime, we came in and we basically just said we really gotta pick it up. We realized that the first half was due mostly to the mistakes that we were making. We just needed to tighten up on those mistakes, and we did in the second half.
Yeah, I'd say you sure did. Now that last drive, what a turnover you guys got. You got set up in great position, got down there, and then you made that big run. How did that develop?
Well, we were in our short yardage situation, and I told my coach that I wanted the ball on a sweep right because I knew I could beat him in a foot race, and that's just how it happened.
All right, Steve, congratulations to a great game.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, John.
Outstanding work as always, Paul Krolowitz. Thank you very much. Steve Barmore, 3 rushing touchdowns, part of a 21-point effort coming from behind as Southington with a 28-21 victory over Glastonbury. I want to thank our outstanding crew that helped make this game broadcast possible. Phil Anderson, our cameraman, Brian Bryn, the producer in the booth tonight. For Paul Krolowitz, my name is John Versteeg. So long from Falcon Field in Meriden, where Southington improves to 6-0 with a 28-21 victory over Glastonbury. Good night, everyone.